Hey, it's me, I'm back again. Yes, sir. Doing those things we love so much, the phrasal verbs. Don't we now? Now, I hope you've been studying and working on those phrasal verbs because, as we know, they're very important and they help us so much to express ourselves in more natural ways. So today, I have a phrasal verb for you, or two phrasal verbs. We're getting two for the price of one today, eh? Two for the price of one. And here they are. Give in and give up. Let's talk about it. So, give in, give up, give up, give in. Now, essentially, the reason I brought these two up is because sometimes you can find some phrasal verbs that either have the same meaning or the meanings are quite close to each other. They kind of have the same idea or theme, and it's good to work on them sometimes and see a comparison and to see like if you can work out sometimes, phrasal verb, see if you can work out sometimes which is the best one, or see a different use of how to say things. So back to today's give in, and give up. Both of them essentially are a way of saying you let go of something. You know, something that you wanted to do, you tried to do, you believed you could actually do, or it looked like it was possible, but then you realized and then you thought, you know what, I'll let go of it. That's the idea of give up and give in. So let me start with give up, right? Both of them have several meanings, so it's good to go through each one of them. And then at the end, maybe we can put all this together and find a way to dance and integrate them together. So maybe you might want to watch the end of the video, if only just to see me dance silly and be entertained, but it's still worth watching, I believe, okay? So, here's the idea. Give up. Let's start with give up. Now, give up is something you stop to do something, right? You just stop doing it, right? Almost like you put your hands up in the air. You stop doing it. Now, it could be something that you do regularly, right? Or you used to do regularly if you stop. So, for example, the man's wife convinced him to stop drinking excessively, or to give up drinking excessively. See, that's something that he had a habit he was doing before, and she persuaded him to stop this bad habit. The next thing as well is you could give up something that you either believed in or something that is you stop thinking, for example. Like you could say, it was a very difficult time last year, but there was nothing we could do to help our friend, so we had to give up trying, or we gave up hope trying. See, you could also do it the other way and say, we never gave up hope trying, which means we kept trying to help our friend, even though he has all these difficulties, and we never gave up hope. So it could be something you stop thinking or doing, or something that you don't stop thinking and doing. You catch what I mean? So yeah, the third thing is you stop trying to do something that is very hard to do. I mean, you're really trying hard, and man, it's just not happening. So you could say, we've given up trying to persuade Jim to change his ways, or trying to persuade Sally to stop her bad habits, right? So it means that we're trying really hard, we've made a lot of effort, but it's just not working, so we've given up hope. It's another one like this, given up hope. So another thing you could say is, I've been trying very hard to master basketball, but I've given up because I see that I can't do it. I'm not tall enough, I can't jump the hoops, so I've given up. So you were trying very hard to do it and you gave up. So that's another give up. The next thing is sometimes you can give up something to help a situation, or you understand that there's a certain situation that if you do it, you have to give up something, okay? So for example, it's like to allow something that was yours, you give it up so that everything like can sort of go well. So you could say the new house arrangements would mean I have to give up playing video games in the living room, but all my housemates will be happy, but I'll have to live with it, but I have to give up, you know, putting the video equipment there, so I give it up. So that's something. So something that you wouldn't mind doing, but it requires you to let go of something. So you give up. Okay, that's the last one. Now here's one that you shouldn't be doing, y'all, which is if you give yourself up, usually you're giving yourself up to the police. Now none of us want to do that now, do we? Okay, so to give yourself up, you know when they always say put your hands up, give yourself up. That's a way when people who shouldn't be doing what they're doing give themselves up to the police, which is actually comes to the second thing, which is when you give in to something because, not because you want to, but because you're forced to. So another one could be, I really did not want to go to my family reunion, but my parents kept insisting. So I gave in and decided to attend. That's give in. So give in is essentially two things. One is like you're trying to do something and then it's not working and you admit, you give in and say, hey, I give in. Or it could be you're forced to do something and because it's so difficult for you and you don't want to disappoint people, you just give in. So those are the two as well for give in. Now, before I forget, we're gonna go and do some dancing, okay? So that we can sort of get used to giving up and give in. So one thing I don't want you to do though, phrasal verbs out there, I don't want you to give up or give in learning your phrasal verbs. Because how else are you going to sound natural to people and interesting and have a lot of fun? Why phrasal verbs? Because we love them! Don't forget that. Give in, don't give in, y'all. Come on. Give in. Give up. Give in. Give up. Come on, y'all. Yeah. Give in. Give up. Come on, y'all. Woo! See you soon, phrasal verbs. Keep doing it.